In this demo, I'm going to have a look at how to use Learn, how to use Outlook, how to create a screenshot, and how to send an email. So I'm going to open up Chrome. So this is my web browser. If I open up Google Chrome, there's my web browser. There's all the tabs on the top. I'm just going to close all of those tabs on the top. And I'm going to type in Rosebank College. Okay, I'll press enter. There's Rosebank College. And then I click on current students on the top here. From current students, it takes me into the student intranet. And from the student intranet, I can navigate to just about any of the tools that I require. First thing we're going to look at is once I've logged in. Now on the top right-hand corner here, I can see I've got my name because I've logged in. So using your student number and your password, you would log in and then you would get connected to the student intranet. From the student intranet, we can see on the top left-hand corner, I've got different apps that I can go into. And the two apps we're going to go into today is Outlook. So I'll click on Outlook. You'll see on the top, it's opened up a new tab. And then I'm going to go back here and I'll click on these buttons on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to click on OneDrive. Now, OneDrive is where I'm going to store all of my information. When I'm creating assignments or I need to save any of my documents, I'm going to create it in my OneDrive account. How does OneDrive work? When I've opened up OneDrive, it'll display the recent items in the center. And then on the top left-hand side, here is the navigation. I click on my files and I can see these are all of the folders that I have. For my particular module, I will create add new. So if my module was called folder, no, this is folder. I want to select folder. It's going to ask me for a name of the folder. And the name of the folder could be my CNOS module. And what am I going to store in my CNOS module? All of my information that I need for the CNOS module. Where would I get my assignments, my module outline document or POE document? I will go back to the student intranet, and under the student intranet, I can see under the student repository here, there's student material. So if I click on student material, I will then be able to select my module and download the student material. In my case, I'm the lecturer, so I have access to all of these modules. In your case, you only have access to the modules that you're registered for. In this bar, I'm going to then type in CNOS. You don't have to do this because you already have the modules that you need. And in my case, it's 2024. And I'm going to select all of these here. If I need to select files, I can just simply click on the box on the left-hand side and you'll see it highlights all of these files. Once all of the files are highlighted, I can then click on the download button here. So if I click on download, it's going to download all of these files to my computer and it puts it into a zipped folder. So I click on my downloads and then I'm going to save. It's going to be saved in my downloads folder. If I want to know where is it now, I can click on the File Explorer here. It will open up File Explorer for me. And from File Explorer on the left-hand side, I'll click on Downloads. And then I can see there's my OneDrive folder that's been downloaded. So I can double click and I can say I want to, okay, this is a zip file. So I'm just going to escape, come out of this. I want to click on Extract All and click on Extract, because I'm going to upload all of these files into my OneDrive account. So there it's showing me under downloads, I've got an extracted file and it's called this one here. And it's got all of this information that I need for my CNOS module. I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back. Can you see all the tabs I've got is open on the top here? I click on OneDrive. My CNOS module is here. I'll click on it to open it up and to go inside that folder. And then I'm going to say add new, and I'm going to upload those files that I've just downloaded. I go to my downloads. There's the OneDrive unzipped file, and I'm going to select all of them. I can either left click and drag up like this to select everything. Alternatively, I can press the Control key on my keyboard, hold it down, press the letter A to select all, then press the letter C whilst the Control key is pressed down, and I say open. Okay, so Control A is to select all, and then Control C is if I wanted to copy it. I didn't need to copy it in this case, but I was just mentioning that. And now I can see under my files, there's my CNOS module, and there's my documents that I need to complete my assignments and my summative project. And there's my module outline document. I also want to create a document in which I'm going to do my assignment. So I'll say add new Word document. When it opens up Word, so it's opening up the online version of Word. We've got either a desktop or an online version of Word. Once it's opened up the Word document, on the top left here, I click on Document. And this is to rename it. And I'll give it a name like Suben CNOS Assignment 1. And I'll start typing my assignment here. Now this is automatically saved. Once I'm working like this, it will be automatically saved. So if I had to close this document and I refresh the screen, see on the top here, there's a reload page. If I reload, it will tell me that I've got my updated document there. There's the document that I created, Suben CNOS Assignment 1. So when I'm working on my assignment, I can keep going back to this assignment. It's going to open it up, and there's the assignment document that I was writing. So as we are going through in class, you're going to continuously update your assignment document. So we've shown you where to go to get your student material. We've shown you how OneDrive works. Before we show you how the email is going to work, we're going to go into Learn. So the easy way for me to get to Learn is I'll go back now to my student intranet. So there's Rosebank College, current students. That's going to take me to my student intranet. There's my student intranet. From the student intranet, I'm going to click on Learn, and this is going to take me into Learn. So in my case, it's going to ask me to log in. Yours might ask you to log in as well. I've signed into IIE, and that should sign me in to Learn. Once I get into Learn, on the left-hand side, I've got my courses. I will click on my courses. And then for the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to look at CNOS. I click on CNOS. On the left-hand side here is my navigation pane for the module. If I click on module information, it will tell me more about the module. There's my textbook. The ones we're concerned with is on the left-hand side, learning units. In order for me to learn this module and look at the theory, I'm going to click on Learning Unit 1. Inside Learning Unit 1, I read through. It's got Theme 1, Theme 2. Then I click on Theme 1. It then tells me what's involved in Theme 1, what is the theory that I need to learn. I read through these questions, And then I click on the links, like it says resource. So if I click on a resource link, it's opening up a YouTube video. They've got links to videos. I don't need to watch the video. They've got links to videos. They've got links to internet articles. I can click on these links and I can then go through the theory. There's another YouTube video here. Then there's activities that we can do and learn as well. To do these activities, I click on this link that says activity, and then I read the instructions. And the instructions will tell me what needs to be done. It says open this template. I click open this template. When I say click, I'm pressing the left mouse button once to click. It wants to download the document. I can download and save the document. Once the document is downloaded, I can go to my downloads by clicking on the File Explorer, clicking on Downloads, and there's the document that has been downloaded, Activity 1.1.1 template. So I double left click to open up that document in Word. There's the document that I can use for this activity. Then it says make your blog entry. So on the top here, I can see if I move my mouse over this create blog entry, it allows me to create a blog entry. And then I would type in what is the title of the blog entry, and I'll type the information here. If I need to attach a file, I click browse file. When I'm done, I will click on post entry at the bottom right here. The next place that's important is to look at more resources. There's lecture slides that have been posted here that you can look at. This is additional content that you can look at. Under more resources, you'll see links to the different videos. There's a playlist. There's my email address if you need to email me. There's the link to my email to my YouTube channel as well, where you'll find additional videos. So this more resources is important, and then your ICE activities are also here as well. There'll be links that will be posted to the ICE activities, but mainly it will be those activities that we've started to do on the discussions. On the left-hand side here, I click on discussions. It takes me to the link. So there's a discussion that we needed to do on Windows 10 versions. If I scroll down, it will show me there's another discussion that I need to do on installation of Windows 10A and Windows 10B. So the discussions would either appear at the top of the list or they would appear at the bottom of the list. How do I fill in the discussion? I click on the link. If it says create a thread, I move my mouse over. It says create a thread. In this, I type in what is the subject going to be. This is about Windows 10 installation. And then I put my screenshots in here, or I attach a file here. And then at the bottom right again, I click submit. Also, if I had to minimize this window here, you will see that the way in which the screen is displayed changes. So let me just cancel this. And let me open up a new Learn window. In this case, I can see that there's my menu bar on the left-hand side here, the navigation. Now, if I move my pointer over, I can close this window here. So sometimes if that window is not there, simply move your pointer over and then you'll be able to left click and it will appear again. I was trying to resize it so that it changes completely. It doesn't seem to be changing completely. Let's make it smaller. Okay. If I made it smaller like that, now there's nothing that's appearing here. You'll see the format has changed. Then you'll see on the top left corner, it says show course menu. Okay. So based on how your window size, this display can change. So you will click there and then you have the menu on the left-hand side. If I maximize it, it automatically shows it for me. If it's not there, then I click on the left-hand side and that will display the menu for me. We've spoken about learning units, we've spoken about more resources, and then we've spoken about your discussions where you're submitting most of your ICE tasks, and then activities will be found in the learning units itself. So if I click on a learning unit and if I'm looking for activity 1.1.1, then I will click on theme 1. Like here as well, there's a bar on the left-hand side here, maximize table of contents. If I click on that, it will show me what's inside that learning unit. So if I clicked on that bar, see I can minimize it or I can maximize that bar, and it will also show me what's found inside theme 1. Okay, so that's that bar on this left-hand side. So just by moving my mouse pointer around, I can then discover different parts that may be available that I can click on. How to send an email now? If I click on my mail, remember we went to open up the mail, we clicked on the buttons on the left-hand side here, then I clicked on Outlook. Here, I will simply click on New Email. I need to send it to a person, so I need to put in that person's address. Here we said that where would I find the lecturer's address? I would find it under More Resources. If I go on the left-hand side here to More Resources, I can see there's Suben's email address. I'm left-clicking, holding it down, dragging across to select it. I'm pressing the Control key on my keyboard, holding it down and pressing the letter C once. I'm going into Mail. I'm clicking on the 2 and I'm pressing the Control key, holding it down, and I'm pressing the letter V once. And it's pasted. What is the subject about? Error with Azure Lab. Then I'll click in the body of the letter or the email here to say what is it about. Now, let's say, for example, it was a problem and this is what the problem looked like. How to take a screenshot. I'll press the Windows key on my keyboard and then I'll start typing on my keyboard SNIP and you'll see it displays the snipping tool. I'll click on the snipping tool. Remember again, when I'm saying click, it's always left click. I'll click on new and what happens is it grays out the screen. Once the screen is grayed out, I want to left click, hold the button down, drag across, and then I release the left mouse button. When I've done that, it will display in the snipping tool whatever I have selected. I'll then click on the copy icon here. I'll go to my email. I clicked on the top tab. In the body of the message, I'll press the Control key, hold it down, press the letter V. It's pasted in the screenshot. And then I will start typing. I received this error when I was doing X, Y, Z. You will tell me what were you doing when you received this error in order for me to replicate the error so I can assist you to solve the problem that you are having. And then when I've completed, on the top here, I click on Send. Once I've done that, I will click on my sent items on the left and I can see there's the email that I've just sent, error with Azure Lab. There's it there. That's how to send the message. If there's any other questions that you have or anything else that you need to be demonstrated, you can send me an email like I've just shown you how to send an email and explain the nature of the problem and exactly what it is that you need to be clarified or explained, and then I can go through it with you. So in this brief tutorial, I've basically gone through how to access my student intranet through current students from the Rosebank College website. On this student intranet, you have access to all of your class timetables, assessment timetables, planners, and all of your student portal, etc. We went through Learn and we went through student material. And then on the top here, there's apps that you can use here online as well. The apps that we used today was Outlook, and we used Word, and we used OneDrive. All the tabs that I opened, you can see it's there on the top. There's my Learn that I've opened. There's the OneDrive account. This one is the student material. This one is my OneDrive account. Remember, I created my files. There's the folder that I created, my Synos module, and I uploaded some documents and I created a new document here. There's the Word online version that I'm using for my assignment. There's the email that I've sent. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you.